Okay, so here's the thing. Today, for some reason, I just kept thinking about Max Dillon, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 antagonist. And can I just say, God damn it, the dude makes sense. It's almost beautiful, actually. It's cool because, see, you work a 9 to 5. While you're working a 9 to 5, no one pays you, right? No one pays you no mind. Sometimes you have to fight for your lunches. Sometimes, you know what you have to do? Sometimes you have to actively fight to go to the fucking bathroom. Sometimes you come home, your chest is dying because you've got some sort of bronchial disease. Heck, you've got a back pain that you've been carrying with you for like 3 weeks, and then you have to be forced into work. And your bitch ass boss doesn't even go, hey man, thank you sometimes. Some people, their bosses go thank you only at that moment. Yeah. Anyway, Max Dillon makes sense. Because he went through all of that. It was fucking amazing. He worked overtime on his birthday. No one thought to close the tank that had the eels in it. No one thought for 5 seconds, hey, let's say happy birthday to Max Dillon. Yes. Heck, I'm not even going to be surprised if they didn't even give the dude an off day because he was a couple of hours off because he walked in, stayed later in at work. I really wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. And it's so fucking cool that I can relate to a character just like Dillon. Because usually I go, hey, this character no, Dillon makes the most sense. Joker made no sense to me. Maybe I couldn't relate. Maybe something. Joker from the Dark didn't. But Dillon made a fuck ton of sense. Dillon is just like, hey, you know what's great? Not being treated like shit at work. God damn it. Look at me. And it didn't help that he was helping power the city and no one knew. And the moment they have a chance to know, he was like, look at me, bitches. Look at me. Genuinely speaking, my new understanding of Max Dillon is just... And you'd really assume that I am most probably am making this shit up. Chances are high that I am. Or maybe I'm remembering this movie through rose-colored glasses. But there's a specific scene which is just amazing. And that's the scene where Dillon looks up at the screen, sees himself. On the screens, I think that's in Times Square, sees himself on the screens. And when he sees himself on those screens, he goes, hey, you see me. Ha, you see me. And he stops attacking. Because Dillon's whole thing wasn't, hey, I'm gonna kill you people. It's just, hey, look at me, people. Look at what they did to me. Look at me. I helped make half the shit. That was Dillon. Yes. Yep. Dillon. He's a beautiful character. Heck, maybe I remember it even more through rose-colored glasses, but he had this one scene with Harry Osborn, which was just chef's kiss. Porque magnifico. I must probably say that in the most broken Spanish or Portuguese that I've ever heard in my life. But he said it. He has the scene where Harry is trying to convince him to help him on his crusade. And Harry goes, hey, so I've got something that can help you get out. But I need something returned. And that is to get into the building. Now, when I get into the building, you get your revenge. And you know what? Dillon, who was imprisoned, doesn't even see the fact that he needs to leave out of his prison. He just goes, is that the best you can do, bro? Why? He goes, I might have paraphrased it, but he goes, why? He goes, why? Imagine you're in prison. Someone comes to you and says, hey, I have the keys to your salvation, the keys to set you free. Just like, assist me, and you can also get your revenge along the way. And you go, why? That's literally what Dillon did. He went, why? Like, dude, you imprisoned, and your first thing is why? Yeah. And then Dillon went, you know what? No, And then Dylan goes, you know what? Entice me a little bit more. And Harry begs. Harry begs for like 2 seconds. Shocks the shit out of Dylan. And Dylan goes, all right, bro. I got your plea. I heard you. I have your back. And Dylan just does his shit. All Harry had to do was beg and say, please, man. Please. Dylan wasn't going to be bought by money, nothing. He just wanted to say, please. You know what happens in the last Spider-Man movie that I watched, which was No Way Home? Yeah, I think that's No Way Home. Man, the last one with the throwback villains. You know what happens in that? Dylan is about to accept the fact that he is going to get cured. And at the last minute, Dylan goes, fuck this shit. I might not be seen. So screw that. I want to be seen, bitches. Heck, his last sentence to Garfield's Spider-Man is, hopefully, there's another Spider-Man just like me out there in the universe. Dylan is just... his whole thing isn't anything more than to be seen. Really. By the way, as per normal, everything is in the description, so don't waste your time with this. You could read everything in like 30 seconds.